The First Descendant game is coming out very soon, and with that, many characters to choose from. Who should you choose? What do they do? And is it the right character for me? I'm Reckless from Reckless Player Gaming. Let's get started. Alright, before we get into this video, I want to say a massive thank you for all the new subscribers and all the comments I've been getting recently about this game. Now, if you are totally new to the game, let's catch you up briefly. The First Descendant is a third-person looter shooter with humanity on the brink of existence who are fighting the Vulgus. The Vulgus have crossed over dimension and have been taking over, destroying life as we know it, experimenting on humans. To make matters worse, Colossi has appeared as well. They are destroying humans. All humans who have survived moved into one central location. But then the Magisters, who are ex-Vulgus members, who are super skilled, wanted to help humans combat this evil. They didn't want everything they worked hard to achieve to be turned to evil, so they are helping the humans. They realize that a special energy is found in certain humans that allow them to do almost anything and have infinite potential. That special energy is called Archie. When humans realize they can achieve much more success quicker with Magisters, they join forces. This game will be free to play and releases on July 2nd. And now let's go over the first three Descendants that you get to start off with. Lepic, an AoE dealer. He was part of a squad that got killed by Vulgus, which is our main antagonist, and lost his arm. He has survivor's guilt, and his playstyle is aggressive, some can say reckless. Like the devs mentioned in our last video, he's one of 3 Descendants that has a reckless playstyle, high risk, high reward. He is your generic soldier-like character, has grenades, inflicts burn, crowd control on his skill 3, and has a passive skill that allows him to have a chance to withstand a final blow. Ajax is a retired military commander that turned professor, but hearing his friend Aisha was destroyed, he wanted to avenge her. He joined back with the Corp, which they were happy to see him, but he had one special request, that he can use his theory that he learned drifting in the void to create a special armor, and that theory is classified. Ajax, your typical tank. What do you expect from a tank? Big health bar, shields, does damage? If you agree with that, then Ajax is that Descendant. His shield is go based off of his HP and defense. So when speccing into that, if you want his shields to last longer, you want to throw more stats on HP and defense. Viessa, an ex-smuggler that has to serve her prison sentence toiling and digging. One day digging up a Colossi, the Colossal buried everyone in the snow and her Archie was activated. Now she has powers and is a valuable team of the Descendant Corp and is serving them. Viessa is a debuffer. She has ice powers that can freeze enemies that are hit with her powers. On her skill 2, she can run faster and increase her shields. While she's doing that, anyone who gets too close to her will be frozen. I would hate to give her the cold shoulder. Those are the first 3 starter Descendants you can start off with. One of the 3 you can choose. Everyone else we will be mentioning in this video will be craftable, or if you do not want to grind, purchasable. Now, as a recording of this video, there are no word on the prices of each characters currently. Sharen, an officer of an assassination squad. One mission that was extremely dangerous, she fell into a trap locating her target, and it cost her dearly, and had to get most of her body amputated. And she miraculously rehabilitated with a prototype cyber suit, which every day she's achieving higher precision. It is her duty to eliminate a target. Sharen is a very close range dealer. She is your space ninja. She can activate camouflage in skill 2. When coming out of her camo, she will enter in a state called ambush, which she can do more damage. Then she can activate her ultimate and throw explosive knives and electrocute. Her passive allows her to do more damage to a target that is not attacking her, and when you defeat enemies, your camera will reset. Do you want to be a space ninja? Then choose Sharen. Blair is your chef. He loves to cook. One day, a Colossi appeared and set everything ablaze. What did Blair do? He ran inside to save his ingredients. That's how devoted he was. But he realized he was trapped. From the intense flame, he fell and lost consciousness. He eventually woke up and noticed his hands were causing fire to come out of it. He now has a grudge against that Colossi and is trained to take it out. Blair is your damage over time dealer. He is your pyromaniac, and with his flame abilities, you can cause a burning effect. And if it burns for more than 4 hours, you might want to call a doctor. He has many ways to burn his targets, But his skill 2 will help him gain some mana back to keep burning more victims. If you have a burning desire to play Blair, then don't be shy, choose Blair. Alright, Bunny, the community's favorite. Raised by her grandma when she was young, she always stole things just because it was fun. And it was this very thing that activated her Archie. One day when she was young, she stole a grenade. When trapped, her old Nana came to help her with the situation, but she startled her and dropped the grenade. Bunny doesn't remember what really happened after that, but reports say that an electromagnetic explosion went off and left Bunny paralyzed. With help from her grandma, special injections, and a second chance given to her from the Descendant Corp, she can now run. So she blisses everywhere she goes, and never to forget how much fun it is to really run. Favorite. Bunny Rowe is a nuker. While she's moving around, she can charge electricity. She can run really fast using her skill 2. When she's moving around, if you use her skill 3, near targets will take damage, and her ultimate can shoot a beam of electricity out of it. And if you choose her, I wouldn't be shocked. Freyna joined the assassination group separate from Sharen, had to do something that no one should ever have to deal with. She had to kill someone she loved dearly, because the Vulgus experimented and created a venomous monster. She was a lone survivor in one of the earliest attacks on record of Vulgus, when she was hospitalized and it became impossible to treat her because her body was giving out poison substance that many thought that she was going to die. But upon further investigation from the Magistrers, they noticed that her Archie was activated and allowed her to manipulate poison to her will with a special equipment created for her. The Poison Queen herself is a DOT dealer. Her passive allows her to do more damage to enemies when they are inflicted with poison. She has an increased defense on her skill 2, and then her skill 3 allows a giant toxic puddle. Once everyone is poisoned up, activate Freyna's ultimate to cause more poison and do more damage with a special weapon. Alright, and one of my favorite, Valby. Valby almost drowned when she was younger. She fell into a small river valley, but her Archie was activated and it allowed her to breathe and control water to her will. One big problem arrived when she is not in water. She started to vaporize and needed help from the Magistrers to create a special suit to keep her alive. Unfortunately, she is now imprisoned in her suit. Despite this, Valby is very optimistic and cheerful. She's been researching the side effects of Archie while she is helping the Descendant Corp do their jobs. Valby is an AoE dealer. Her skill 1 will allow a bouncing water ball to go around the room creating puddles and damaging targets. She can teleport with her skill 2, creating a bigger puddle where she decides to go. Skill 3 allows her to run through enemies, increase her defense, and leave a water path behind her. Activating her ultimate will allow you to pull enemies together, causing constant damage and a good crowd control. If you do everything while she's standing in her puddle, her cost to activate her skills are decreased. Gley is a military doctor that when she heard her daughter was injured, she went to serve in the field and help her, but was short-lived when Vulgus ambushed the base and took them to the lab to experiment on everyone. There is where her Archie was triggered. She was able to escape, but her daughter is still missing. She joined the Descendant Corp because Ajax convinced her that he will find her. But see, she's also upset at Ajax because her daughter Dia was also a pupil of Ajax, which got me wondering, how old is Gley? Gley, a utility dealer, she is one crazy doctor. When she defeats an enemy, they will drop Lysphere. When she activates her skill 1, watch out, she would take away her HP, and she gets very angry and enters berserk mode. Honestly, I don't know if she gets angry. Moving on. Her skill 2 will allow her to damage an enemy and restore some HP. If you want someone who can raise your blood pressure just because you like to live dangerously on the edge, then Gley is the right one for you. Kyle, as a worker, designed buildings infrastructure for the Corp. There was a sudden attack from Vulgus, and it was there that his Archie was activated to stop bullets. But he wasn't a soldier and was told to retreat. And when he went to tell the commanding officer, Aisha, the order that was given, they had all perished. He felt guilty about her death and told the bad news to Ajax and told him about his new abilities that he gained. A custom suit was designed for him was made, one that would allow him to manipulate metal, custom plasma thrusters. He became a walking shield able to absorb metal and special energies. He vowed then that he will fight for Aisha and all those that have fallen. Kyle is your tanker. Skill 1 will charge in a direct line like Juggernaut from X-Men or Reinhardt from Overwatch. Skill 2 will allow you to drop a shield in front, and his ultimate allows him to fly. And when he lands, he does damage to surrounding areas. Alright, and we finally got to the final one. Jayber. Jayber suffered from a serious disease as soon as he was born. He needed special treatment which separated him from his family, and while testing him at 5 years old, his Archie ability was activated, which he can break down machines and control other machines. He lacks social skills, but he will help and protect his teammate at all costs. Jayber is your utility dealer. Jayber utilizes turrets in battle. One does damage while the other is a medical turret that can heal allies and be a decoy. Also, if you enhance his abilities, he can restore a bit of energy back. When using his ultimate, can enhance his turrets and do more damage. Alright, now that's all of the Descendants dropping on July 2nd on the day 1 release. Now, I didn't show you guys the numbers and what is meta because we don't know what it is right now as we speak. I know a lot of people, if you catch it on Reddit, people would say Bunny's the best, people would say this character is the best, but we don't really know. Everyone has their own niche and they have their own role to do. So I didn't want to go into that, but I wanted to show you guys the lore, what their kits can kind of do, and understand and see if that was the best fit for you, and so that you can enjoy whatever Descendant you can choose. Now, again, the whole point of it is to pretty much collect them all and have them all so you can use them wherever and whenever you wanted to use them. So just keep that in mind when it comes to this video. Now, this video took a lot of time researching, and then there's some cutscenes were not even available for certain characters. Like, for instance, you probably saw Jayber didn't have a lot, Cal didn't have a lot, and even Gley didn't have a lot. I personally didn't play those characters on beta, so I didn't have those cutscenes for me to use specifically for them. So I do apologize for that. But if you want to see more video content like this, where we can do every Descendant that does drop, that keeps releasing forward, let me know. Let me know by hitting the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments down below that you enjoyed this video and would like to see more of this sort of content for every Descendant that does drop. Let me know. I will definitely look into doing more of this video. But if you want to catch me live, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I will be going live when this game does drop, and we will definitely be seeing more content for this. So again, I appreciate everyone. You guys have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. I see you in the next video. Peace.